YouTube, B Smokers back here with you, and we're going to have a good one for you here today. It's a few hours out before the big game. I want to show you guys a few of the things that I like to prepare so that we're not preparing a full meal and have people tired and going to sleep while the game's on. So what we're going to be doing today is going to be some fine finger foods. Here I've got some spare ribs that I went through while they are raw, and I cut them up. These are known as party ribs. Now, the only thing we're going to do to these, we're going to get a binder on them. Today we'll be using chosen avocado oil. Real simple. Membrane is left on. Hands are clean. I'm going to get in there and make sure these are all coated in that oil. Alright? Behind me, I've also got my Weber Smokey Mountain coming up to temp. The only thing I've put in there is some B&B Lump with one solid lump of apple wood. I think for these party ribs and these party wings, it's going to be absolutely delicious. Now, for this recipe, I have not done anything to these ribs besides cut them up, put them in a Ziploc bag last night, and then I'm just pulling them out now. That's what we're looking like. So now I am going to get, I think today for these, we're going to go down with some salt. Alright. Go down with some salt. And then we're going to go down with some seasoned salt. And I'm going to hit it with a rub of my choice today. Alright. We're going to get these all mixed up. As with most of my videos, I always tend to get a late start. I'm okay with that. These should be done by game time, and if they're not, it shouldn't be much longer after the game starts that these are done. However, if I did not attend service today, I would probably already be done cooking, and the drinks would be flowing, of course. So now we're going to get these seasoned up nicely. I did not dry-brine these, as I've stated earlier. So we need to make sure that we've got that salt content is there. I'm going to go down with some smoky swine seasoning. I love the coarseness of this rub. It's legit smoky. I don't know if that's mesquite or chipotle in there, but whatever seasonings they use lend a smoky vibe. Alright, and then the next rub we're going to use would be some two gringos chupacabra. Savory, sweet. This is their all-purpose. And we're going to leave these like that. So as my Weber Smokey Mountain comes to temp, these are going to be the first. Oh, this smells delicious. You can smell that smokiness, right? Now, because we're using lump, now I'll show you guys how we set up on the Weber here shortly. But because we're using lump, I only ran with that one lump of apple wood. I think it should be enough. And the apple wood will complement both these party ribs, which are now seasoned, and as well my party wings. So these are going to sit here for a little bit. I'll bring you guys back when I'm getting ready to get this on my smoker. Stay tuned. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and get seasoned our dry brine chicken. So let's get it in my tub. I'm going to keep one hand clean. Did just get through from washing this bin out, cleaning my hands. So here's how our chicken's looking. See, that skin is dried out, right? I salted this down last night using Diamond Crystal Kosher. It's just to ensure that we get some quite crispy skin. Now I'm going to hit it with some of this chosen avocado oil. Love the flavor on this. It's quite neutral. Alright, get these. That salt has worked its way down to the bone. That's exactly what you want. So now, I just put the ribs on. I'll give you guys a peek at that here shortly. So those are cooking. It's going to take the longest to cook. Alright, so now we're going to get these seasoned. Again, they already have salt on them. Now we're going to go down with some 16 mesh. You can go as heavy or light as you want. Alright, and then we're going to go down with some whiskey bent barbecue. This is known as the fix. It's their all-purpose rub. Alright, and then because I'm filling this, I am going to hit it with some Lawry's, and we're going to call that good because I'm going to be making a glaze for these. Oh, that smells awesome already. The smell's coming up off here. Give them a toss. Make sure they are coated in these spices. Real simple recipe, guys. Again, it doesn't take much to get these items that I'm doing done. The real goal is, especially for the game, is to have that time, spend that time with your folks, friends, family, right? And so then this is how we're looking. This is how we're looking. Can you see that? All right. I want to make sure these are all coated. I want them to be full of flavor. Alright. So now, I'll bring you guys back and show you how our grill is set up here shortly. Let me get these on. Alright, as you can see, we're on the side of the house today. There are others around me who normally don't really be outside like that, making as much noise. But today is Superbowl Sunday, so it's come to be expected. We're rolling in about 250. Got it settled in. We've got those ribs here looking nice. They're already starting to cook. You can see some of that blood coming out. We've got our wings and things. We got some down there on the bottom as well. I'll come back in the next 30-35 minutes, give it a quick check, start flipping things, see how crispy this chicken's getting, and we'll roll from there. Stay tuned. Alright, I just probed this chicken. It is done. It's all tipping well above 185. Because we did the salt brine, I don't fear this chicken drying out. In fact, it's more juicier. You can see some of it still bubbling. That's fine. It's pulling away from the bone at the ends. That's what you're looking for. So we're going to start removing this so I can hit it with the sauce that I made. It's a Korean barbecue inspired sauce. And then this chicken's going to be done. I'll put it in my oven to stay warm. The ribs are temping above 190. That's kind of what you want. I'm going to sauce them as well. Look at that. Can you see that? It's looking pretty good. Like I said, I'm on the side of my house again. There's a lot of other families here in my neighborhood participating in the Super Bowl activities. I hear music coming from both sides of my house. Actually excellent. One of the main reasons why we do this is to inspire others to get out and cook something every day, or at least every weekend, right? You may not always have the time, the patience, the skill, but this is how you get there. All right. I've got some jalapeno poppers. I don't know if I'll get those on camera. They're going on next. Shouldn't take as long as these did. Again, we maintain temps around 250. 250. The whole time these ribs have been up here on the top grate. I did take some of the chicken and get it on the back grate. So cooking over these lump charcoal allows you to leave that skin on the back of these spare ribs. Not the biggest fan of leaving that that membrane on. However, doing it this way, I can tell you it's tender and it's going to be quite delicious. I'll come back and sauce these here shortly. Alright, so now let's get over here. Can you see that? Alright, here's that chicken. I'm going to go ahead and get my Korean barbecue inspired sauce down. In this sauce we have started off with some garlic and some chopped up ginger. Sauteed it for a bit using some of that oil that I started this cook off with. And then we went in with some gochujang, some gochugaru flakes, some MSG, some pepper, some honey, a little bit of ketchup, some fish sauce for more umami. Alright, and now we're going to get this in. Those are coated nicely. Looking quite delicious. That sauce does have quite a kick on it. The It's a little bit sweet, salty, umami-ish, spicy. That's what I'm going for. Smells awesome. And there's those wings. All right, for these party ribs, this is what we're saucing with. One of my favorite sauces. If I don't have anything else, I can't find this honey, I'll get the basic Jack Daniel's sauce. Delicious. I've already sauced it once. I'll sauce it again, let these tack up, and we'll go from there. Pull them on off. I know they're already tender. They're already bite through. Haven't had one yet, but I can tell because I probed them. Stay tuned. Here are my party ribs. Here are my party wings. These are going to go in a warm oven till we get ready to eat. I'll do a taste test then. Stay tuned. Want to get a taste on this chicken before the festivities get started. You can hear I've got the TV playing in the background. Hope I don't get a copyright strike, but chicken is certainly sticky. You can smell it throughout the house. Let's go in for a bite. Chicken is done, comes off the bone. Sweet, tangy, full of umami, bit of heat. I think we nailed it. Guys, if you haven't done so, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video. Enjoy your Super Bowl festivities.